Imagine a world where nothing can offend you, not because people are always kind, but because your mind is a fortress, untouched by the chaos of careless words or fleeting judgments. Picture a mindset so steady that insults, jabs, and misunderstandings slide off like rain on a polished stone. This isn't about a perfect world, it's about a powerful you. What if offense is a choice? One you can refuse. At WisdomWavesAura, we explore how to cultivate that inner strength, drawing from timeless wisdom to help you rise above the noise. Let's dive into the art of never being offended, a skill that's not about shutting out the world, but about standing so firm that its barbs can't touch your peace. Think about the last time someone's words got under your skin. Maybe it was a snarky comment online, a coworker's subtle dig, or a stranger's careless remark in passing. Your pulse quickened, your mind replayed the moment, and suddenly a single sentence had hijacked your calm. Why does this happen? Because we let it. We pick up the insult like a hot coal, clutching it, letting it burn, waiting for the perfect moment to hurl it back. But what if you dropped it the second it landed? What if you refused to carry the weight of someone else's ignorance? This is the core of an unshakable mind, the ability to let the world's noise pass through you like a breeze through an open window. The Stoics, those ancient masters of mental resilience, understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who faced betrayal and war, wrote that when someone wrongs you, it's because they believe they're right. Their mistake is their burden, not yours. Why waste your energy on their ignorance? Anger at an insult is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. It's a trap we set for ourselves, mistaking outrage for strength. At WisdomWavesAura, we dive into these ideas, showing you how to break free from that cycle and reclaim your peace. Consider the man standing in line at a coffee shop, overhearing a stranger mock his worn-out shoes. One version of him fumes, his day ruined, replaying the comment until it's a bruise on his ego. Another version smirks, sips his coffee, and moves on. What's the difference? The second man knows something the first doesn't. An insult only has power if you agree with it. If it's false, it's just noise. If it's true, it's a chance to grow. Either way, why fight it? Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, put it sharply. It's not the person who insults you who harms you, but your opinion that their words are insulting. Let that sink in. Offense is an opinion, one you can choose to reject. At WisdomWavesAura, we talk about building that mental muscle, the kind that lets you laugh off the petty and focus on what matters. Most people wear their sensitivity like a badge of honor, thinking it proves they have standards or self-respect. But the truth is harsher. The easily offended are easily controlled. A single word can derail their day. A single fool can steal their calm. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, asked a piercing question. Who is your master? Whoever controls what angers you. The moment you let a stranger's comment or a social media post dictate your mood, you've handed over your freedom to someone who likely doesn't deserve it. Imagine the power of taking that control back. Picture yourself in a heated moment, someone's mocking your work, your appearance, your beliefs. Instead of biting back, you pause. You breathe. You ask yourself, is this true? If it is, you can address it quietly, on your terms. If it's not, it's irrelevant. If it's a half-truth, you correct it once and let it go. This is the discipline of an unshakable mind, and it's a practice we champion at Wisdom, where we share tools to help you master your reactions and live with clarity. The world is full of triggers, not because it's crueler than it used to be, but because many of us have grown softer. Social media amplifies this, turning every slight into a public spectacle. A comment on your post, a jab at your values, a misunderstanding of your words. It's easy to get sucked into the spiral of outrage, but outrage isn't strength, it's surrender. It's letting someone else's ignorance rent space in your head. The stronger move is to let it pass. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, taught that true freedom begins when you focus on what you can control. You can't control what others say, but you can control whether their words find a home in your mind. At WisdomWavesAura, we break down how to build that mental filter so you can decide what stays and what goes. Think about pride for a moment. It's often at the root of offense, and pride is just fear in disguise. Fear that the insult might be true, fear that you're not enough, fear that your carefully crafted image might crack. The person who fights every slight is fighting themselves, exhausting their energy on battles that don't matter. But the one who stands firm, who lets 1,000 insults fall without stooping to pick them up, has a different kind of power. It's not loud or flashy. It's quiet, steady, like a mountain unmoved by the wind. This is the essence of what we explore at WisdomWavesAura. How to cultivate a calm so deep that no external noise can shake it. Training yourself to never be offended doesn't mean you become cold or detached. It means you're warm enough inside to know that nothing outside deserves to steal that warmth. The Stoics weren't emotionless. They felt deeply, but refused to let fleeting emotions rule them. They knew feelings are fragile when tethered to ego, so they anchored themselves to reason instead. Imagine someone cuts you off in traffic, honking, yelling. The old you might stew, curse, let it ruin your drive. The unshakable you. You notice, you breathe, you let it go. Their anger is their problem, not yours. At WisdomWavesAura, we share Practices like this, simple, practical ways to stay centered no matter what the world throws at you. Aristotle once said that anyone can get angry, it's easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that's rare. That's mastery. Why not make it yours? Why not guard your peace like a sacred flame, letting petty insults starve for your attention? The next time someone mocks you, remember, you don't owe them your reaction. The next time someone doubts you, know that your truth doesn't need their approval. The next time the world tests your calm, let it find a fortress. At WisdomWavesAura, we believe your peace is your power, and we're here to help you protect it. This mindset isn't about hiding from the world. It's about standing so rooted that the world's chaos becomes background music. Notice how easily people are triggered today, not because the world is harsher, but because minds are softer. A soft mind bruises at every slight, blames everyone but itself. A strong mind, though, it filters the noise, keeps what's useful, and discards the rest. It's not about being untouchable in a cold, distant way. It's about being so grounded in your own truth that no one can shake you. At WisdomWavesAura, we dive into these principles, offering insights and strategies to help you build that inner strength. Let's paint another picture. You're at a family gathering, and someone makes a backhanded comment about your career. The room tenses, eyes on you. The old you might snap back, defend yourself, or stew in silence. The new you smile, maybe, nod, and let it pass. Why? Because you know their words don't define you. You've trained your mind to see insults for what they are, opinions, not facts. If they're wrong, they're irrelevant. If they're right, they're a chance to grow. Either way, they don't get to steer your ship. This is the quiet victory we talk about at WisdomWavesAura. Victory won not by shouting but by standing. Seneca wrote that a wise person is content with themselves, and contentment is the hardest armor. It doesn't need to prove itself, it doesn't shout or argue. It simply exists, unshaken. When someone tries to provoke you, let them find silence, not the silence of weakness, but the silence of total self-command. Let them misunderstand you. Let them twist your words. Let them wonder why their jabs don't land. Because the one who trains themselves to never be offended is the one no one can control. At WisdomWavesAura, we explore how to cultivate this freedom, step by step, so you can live with clarity and calm. The deeper truth is this: a mind that doesn't offend itself can't be offended by others. When you stop reacting to every slight, you reclaim your power. You become the one who decides what matters. The world will always throw words, doubts, and misunderstandings your way. Let them come, let them fall. Let them find a mind so steady that their noise is just birdsong passing through. At WisdomWavesAura, we're here to guide you toward that quiet power, the kind no insult can touch. So, the next time someone tests your calm, stay unmoved. When they try to bend your spirit with words, let them meet your silence. When they push, let them find a mountain. Because true strength doesn't need to shout. It stands calm and steady. In a world of leaves blowing in every wind, join us at WisdomWavesAura to learn how to build that unshakable mindset, one choice at a time.